of Duty Zombies, a game I have played a long time. I have been a fan of the Call of Duty Zombies series since the original World at War when I beat it and actually played it after beating the campaign. And I gotta admit, this mode was absolutely amazing. However, what is my honest opinion on, well, World at War Zombies? I like World at War Zombies, and I honestly think it's a fun archaic mode. But today I'm going to ask the question that a lot of people have been asking. Is COD Zombies dead? Okay, I know that sounds confusing, but it's a topic I've been dying to tell you guys about. Anyways, look at this gameplay of Call of Duty World at War. It's simple as can be. You're in an abandoned house, you can buy guns off the wall, there are Nazi zombies chasing you everywhere. It's simple and fun, but as the games went on, they just made it more and more confusing. Here, let me actually show you what I'm on about. Anyways, we went from an abandoned house to an abandoned Nazi zombie theater, and while I am okay with that, this is Black Ops 1. As we can see here, the graphics have been really updated, but there are a couple things that are wrong here. Like, there aren't a lot of things wrong. I just feel like World at War and Black Ops 1 were probably the most simple of the zombie games. They were fast, quick, archaic, and the maps were fun. However, as the games went on, things started to become more confusing. Like, for example, they started introducing Easter eggs. In these, you would have to do specific, things, and these things could take up to hours to do because of how confusing they were. For example, the Shangri-La and Ascension Easter eggs, they're hard as hell. I have never done them. They're just so confusing. It involves stuff like, oh, you need to go to this rocket and press a specific button on it. Or no, you need to shoot this specific zombie here and hope to God it dies. It got confusing as the games went on, but people still liked it. Now let's move on to Black Ops 2. Okay, now we're on transit in Black Ops 2, and this is where things really started to get confusing. Instead of just getting points, opening doors, and other stuff, things now got even more confusing. And now in order to get the Pack-a-Punch, one of the essentials, by the way, if you wanted to, survive, you needed to go to multiple parts in the map via a bus, which is small, cramped, and you can get killed in easily. The power is in one of the most obscure places ever. If the power turns off, all your perks are gone, and you need to use a grenade in a specific area of the map in order to blow up a vault, so then you can go downstairs and craft the Pack-a-Punch, which is nearly impossible to find, and up to this day, 5 years after the map came out, I still can't get Pap on it. Now, isn't that confusing for you? And if that isn't confusing, I don't know what is. Anyways, it was still fun, just way too confusing. It just didn't feel right, in my opinion. Other maps like Mob of the Dead and Buried didn't make it so confusing, but it was still confusing. It could still be archaic fun at times, but I just never understood why it had to be so weird or crazy. What was wrong with basics? The basics is all we really needed, and yet here they're just giving us new stuff we don't need or want. It's absolutely ridiculous and just puts the players on edge. Now let's go to the next one. And, oh god, no one asked for this. We're moving on to Advanced Warfare Zombies. Okay, let's move on to Advanced Warfare. I'm actually being honest, Advanced Warfare actually made the formula a little bit more simple. You had to find one power source on the map, so then everything was turned on, and that was it. Simple as candy. However, there's one thing I hate. The freaking difficulty spike. There are two problems. A, the difficulty spike is in the zombies spawn in way more often, and they can take more hits, to kill, and it takes fewer hits to kill you. And another thing is that you don't get enough points, I feel, from killing them. This one problem, or in this case two problems, turned me off, and I ended up never buying DLC 2, 3, or 4 for myself. And I had this on last gen, or you could be saying, oh, that's just because you're a noob, or, like, what else, like, gen differences, but this was apparent, and you can watch other YouTubers' opinions about this. I thought Advanced Warfare Zombies brought Call of Duty Zombies back to its archaic and fun roots, but it just made things too hard. It wasn't complicated here, it was just hard in my opinion, and we don't need that. Now let's move on to Black Ops 3. Okay, next up, let's talk about Black Ops 3 Zombies. Black Ops 3 Zombies was a little bit confusing. Getting Pack-a-Punch wasn't exactly easy as candy, and getting stuff like Pack-a-Punch and the Power Run was a real pain in the butt. Not to mention, some of the maps can be very hard. But in my opinion, Black Ops 3 brought zombies back to the archaic roots it needed. All the guns and maps were okay in my opinion, and they were archaic and fun. I just felt like there was too much stuff to do, like there were buildables, shields, Pack-a-Punch, perks, Easter eggs, traps. You need to keep track of all of that, and I just feel like Infinite Warfare was probably the most normal of these. I just feel like things should be normal. Like, how did we go from surviving a haunted house to, fighting in the middle of the space-time continuum where when we're jumping across time wearing masks of dead zombies and using guns which can send people to a nearby galaxy? Like, we don't need this craziness or this, non-consistency. It's just something that's been bugging me. Now let's go to probably the most archaic and fun one since Black Ops 1. And I'm talking about Infinite Warfare Zombies. Okay, let's begin with Infinite Warfare Zombies. Okay, Infinite Warfare Zombies. Infinite Warfare was probably the most fun, archaic, and overall, best zombies game since, in my opinion, Black Ops 2. Like, seriously, this game is so archaic and fun. Like, there are guns which are so silly and obviously out of place, it doesn't feel dumb like Black Ops 3 or the Black Ops games, which are all seriously themed games. Here, it's made to be silly. You got a cliche rapper, disco lady, nerd, and jock, and it doesn't feel weird. It feels natural. And the fact all the perk machines are now become candy machines, it just feels awesome. And in my opinion, I think they outdid Treyarch in this aspect. Okay, don't come killing me because I just said that. It's just a personal opinion. And Raven the Redwoods? Oh Lord, Raven the Redwoods. I will be getting to Raven the Redwoods later, but yeah. Okay, let's talk about this. Is Zombies dead? Depending on which game you're playing, it either isn't or is. In my opinion, most players gave up on zombies during around Advanced Warfare because it started to get way too, complex or not fun. However, fans were probably brought back to the series with Black Ops 3. However, by the time Zetsubou no Shima and Garad Krovi came out, everyone was turned back off again. They didn't want to play it. However, me, a 12-year-old, has stayed trusted to the Call of Duty Zombies community ever since World at War, and that's gotta mean something. In my opinion, COD Zombies isn't dead. It nearly is. However, because of games like Infinite Warfare and Black Ops 3, it's still striving, because people love these games. So, to answer the question, I don't think Zombies is dead. I feel like because of Infinite Warfare, World at War, Black Ops 1, and Black Ops 3, I feel like they're still thriving, still getting the love and attention they deserved since day one. And that's really all I have to say. In my opinion, I just feel like COD Zombies is the way it should be. Fun.